Welcome back to another video. My name is Nina and I'm a life coach that specializes in personal development. Today we're going to be talking about a topic that really hits home for me personally, and probably a lot of you out there as well, is the subject of people pleasing and caring too much about the opinions of other people. Now, we are human beings and it is completely normal and natural that we want to make the outside world happy. We want to get the approval of others, we want to feel their love and affection, and we want to please other people so that they can feel that we are feeling those warm and positive feelings to them as well. It becomes problematic though when we start to value these opinions and the approval of other people over our own. I read this article a few years back and it had a statistic that I personally found really troubling, which was that people feel more passionate about other people thinking they are happy and successful than actually experiencing happiness or success for themselves. So that kind of shows you the mood of our society right now. We are wanting to please other people way more than we are wanting to find the good things for our own life. One place where you can really see this at play is social media, where we craft these amazing profiles of people that kind of resemble us, but only on our very best day, and maybe even with a filter on that. We're certainly filtering the things that we're saying, and we're filtering what people are looking at, and that's because deep down, we kind of don't feel that we're good enough. We need to showcase everything that is best in our life and even boost that up a little bit because we really need that approval. And not to a healthy extent, because somewhere inside of us we're thinking that if we showed them who we really are, they wouldn't like it. So we have to craft it perfectly for them to give that thumbs up. Now this is a problem because of course it ends up making us feel really bad about ourselves, and also because specifically thinking about social media, there are huge circles of people that we're connected with, and it is impossible to think that all those people really have our best interest at heart. But let's talk about when we are away from our computer. When we are away from our computer, we still feel like people are judging and scrutinizing every single move that we make. And we blow it out of proportion how much people are really caring about what we are doing and what we are thinking and what we believe. All these things we tend to think that other people are super interested in, when in reality, while they may have some interest, they just don't care nearly as much as we think they do, because people are worrying about their own life. They care about their own life much more than they care about our life. Now, there's always those couple people that are obsessive and probably are not someone's opinions that you want to value in the first place, but because of kind of like what I call faceless bullying, people are kind of able to hide behind their computer, this is in the online world of course, and say all these negative things. So that can make us feel really bad about ourselves as well. But in the real world, if we are not affecting people's lives on a daily basis, or at least on a regular basis, chances are they don't care nearly as much as we think they do, and we are stressing out for no reason. Now, we all know that we can't please everyone. That is a factor in life, and that is something that's very difficult for me personally because I love to please people. I love to do things that make people happy, or try everything that I can do to make people happy, and I'm sure there are a lot of you out there as well that it is exactly the same way. And people like that, they voluntarily even hold the fuzzy end of the lollipop because they just want to make people feel happy and good and please them all the time. But the fact is, no matter how much we try to do that and all the effort we put in and any actions that we change and decisions that we make, it doesn't really matter. There's no way we're going to please everyone because we are different people and people have preferences. It's the same thing like we can't make somebody like broccoli. If they don't already like broccoli, no matter what we do, we really are not going to sway them to like broccoli. The same thing goes with people. If people don't like us, people don't like us. There's really not much we can do to change that. unless we kind of trade our authenticity to do that. And that is something we definitely don't want to do, because that goes to the heart of who we are as people. In some way, we feel like other people's approval is contingent on our actions, and in some cases that may actually be true. But let's talk about the people that really care about us, the people that have our best interest at heart, the people that we love, our family, our friends, our close co-workers, or other people that their opinions really should matter in our life. Now, those are people that, we do care what they think, and it's appropriate to care what they think. But there is still something we need to keep in mind. They are viewing your life through their own eyes, which means if they are giving you advice about something, they're giving the advice through the filter of what they would do if they were in your situation. So while their advice might be really good advice, and you may end up going with that advice, you may not go along with that advice because you are a different person than them. You have different life experiences, and you can only know the full picture of everything that's going on and the repercussions of actions and decisions you make because you are you. So they may feel passionately that something is the right and only decision, and you may feel the opposite way because you are seeing things through different eyes. So that's something to keep in mind, because when it comes to people we love, we're even more inclined to want to please them. And that makes perfect sense. When we love someone, we want them to be happy, and we feel like changing our decisions to go along with what they would want would ultimately make them feel happy. But it is always at our own sacrifice. So in the end, we are the ones that are stuck with the end result. So we suffer the consequence if it is a decision that we really didn't want to make, but we made it anyway because we thought that was, what everyone else wanted us to do. We are the ones that are suffering for that. They don't suffer for that. They are actually happy. They're happy because they are feeling that they gave you good advice and that you took the right advice because it was the advice that they gave you. But we suffer the consequences if it is not what we wanted to do, and we're the ones stuck with the end result. And that's something to keep in mind, because as much as somebody loves you, they are not the author of your life. You are the author of your own life. And that's something we always have to be mindful of, or we, again, start to have other people's opinions matter more than our own opinion. And let's face it, at some point in our life, no matter how much we try to keep going along with this, homogenized version of ourselves and, this people-pleasing version of ourselves, at some point we're going to have to do something that somebody is not going to like. There's no way to get around it. At some point, we're going to have to do something that makes our reputation or our pride be at risk in some way. And that's something that might be scary to think about. But if you're not living an authentic life, then you are never going to make progress in your life, and you're never going to get where you want to go, because you're always just going to be thinking about the negative consequences in the eyes of other people. And remember, again, that it is your life and you are the only one that gets to live it. It is difficult sometimes to be authentic because a lot of times it makes us feel like we are a disappointment to other people. We feel like people have a strong opinion of how we should be and what we should do at all times, and not going along with us sometimes can make us feel really, really guilty. And avoiding that guilt makes us, take the decisions that we wouldn't normally take because we just want to avoid that pain. And again, we want to please those people. But we can't do it forever. At some point, we are going to have to live our own life. And I know a lot of people feel like, if they led their own authentic life, then they definitely wouldn't get approval from other people because they're too weird, or they're too terrible, or they're not enough in some way. And you know what? You are wrong if you think that way. You are awesome. Everybody is unique and everybody has something to offer, and it is those differences in people that make this world so interesting and so fulfilling. So really, when you are just trying to please everybody else, you are doing nothing but robbing the world of this kind of gold mine, which is you. You are the gold mine. You are the one that is this unique creation that the world should be able to see and appreciate and really get to know. So please keep that in mind if you are feeling like you just want to please the world and you are trying to value everybody else's opinion more than your own. You won't be able to do it forever. It is not good for you to do, and it is going to ultimately keep you from your dreams. So be true to yourself, keep that authenticity in your life because it is so important that you be you. I hope this video was helpful for you, and I would love to hear more about your own personal development and your own strategies for remembering that you are important and you are worthy and that your opinion matters in your life more than anybody else's. Also, please take a moment to subscribe to this channel as I have many new videos coming your way, and I look forward to seeing you soon. I hope you have an amazing day. See you next time.